Welcome to another episode of Millennial Investing Explained. Here's today's question. So many people think entrepreneurship is very risky, but in your book, you say the opposite is actually true because when you're an entrepreneur, you're generally not relying on just one source of income. When you're in a corporate career, you're fully invested in just that one source of income, your job. And if you were to lose that job, you've lost all of your income. Talk to us about the idea of why people shouldn't focus on just one thing and what people who don't want to leave their job can do to better diversify their income.
There are many best-selling books out there, The One Thing, that say, focus on one thing. You can't multitask. It's dangerous. And these are like best-selling books. And so you would believe that this is the right thing to do. When you actually put this under a microscope and practice, you realize it's actually very dangerous. And then you say, well, why did that rule exist in the first place? So here's why these rules typically exist. People that accumulate wealth and power, they climb the ladder of success. The only way they lose that is if someone challenges them. So Robert, true or false, if you just did X, Y, and Z and you made 20 million bucks, do you ever want anyone else to know what X, Y, and Z is if you can keep making 20 million bucks following that same thing? Usually, no. Usually, you're not going to create an info course teaching everyone how to do that because then you don't make the 20 from going and doing X, Y, Z. And one of the rules they've sold the masses to make sure that the masses can't climb that success is they say, do one thing. If you want to build wealth and really be a capitalist without any capital, you need to figure out actually how to do multiple things at once. And if you're still not sold on this kind of idea, Robert, I think you're in Boston, right? Boston has a lot of bridges, right?
We do.
Yeah, okay. So if you and I are like driving up to one of these bridges and there's this big sign that says, Robert, Nathan, warning, if winds are at least 20 miles per hour, right, there's a chance this bridge might fall, right, or fail. We're going to go, probably not going to drive over that bridge. There's a single point of failure if the winds are up at 20 miles per hour. So engineers build bridges with like 9 points of failure, 9 things that have to go wrong at the exact same time for that bridge to fail. And so the question is, why do in our lives, we build our lives around a single point of failure, a single paycheck, a single boss, right? A single job. You actually want multiple points of failure. And that's why I argue aggressively for multitasking.
That's all for this episode of Millennial Investing Explained. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or subscribe to our YouTube channel to get even more free content.